Hello students, welcome to BioSmart Academy. In today's lecture we will going to discuss about a very important topic from biochemistry module, that is Ramachandran plot. So before Ramachandran plot, you just go through the lectures of peptide bond that we already uploaded on this YouTube channel. You will find that lectures on the biochemistry playlist. Okay, so let's start today's lecture. See, this is the dipeptide, this is a tripeptide, this is a tetrapeptide. Clear? Now, when scientists Pauling and Corey study the crystal structures of this peptide, study the crystal structures of this peptide through X-ray diffraction, then they find out that the CN bond that is present in this peptide, the CN bond that is present in this peptide is somewhat shorter, okay, that is the CN bond in the peptide is somewhat shorter, okay, as compared to the CN bond that is present in simple amines. Okay, that is present in simple amines. So if I basically explain you the length, then the CN bond length of a peptide is about 1.32 angstrom, while the CN bond length in a simple amine is somewhat near 1.45 angstrom. So here you can easily determine that the CN bond of peptide is shorter as compared to the CN bond of the simple amines. Okay, so they find out this thing about the peptide bond. And another important thing that they notice that the peptide bond contain a partial double bond character. So if you look at the structure of the peptide bond, then you will find out that this is C alpha, this is C, this is NH, this is C alpha. So this is C alpha, this is C, double bond O here, O, this is NH, this is C alpha. Okay, so here you can find out that here oxygen has partial negative charge while nitrogen has partial positive charge. So here you can find out the partial double bond character that this basically peptide bond contain, and this peptide bond contain the partial double bond character due to the oxygen, as oxygen is the most electronegative atom and it's always try to pull electron, and due to this carbon has to complete its valency, and due to this a partial double bond character here is formed, and basically they try to stable themselves, and the basically resonance is basically continue, and the final structure that basically formed is C alpha C O minus N plus H C alpha. Okay, so here you can find out that the part due to this partial double bond character of the peptide bond, okay, due to this partial double bond character of the peptide bond, the rotation of this bond is restricted. As you know that the rotation, if A is double bond with A, then here the rotation is not so much efficiently occur as compared to A if single bonded to A. Here the rotation is easy, but in this case double bond, the rotation is not permeable, or the rotation is not permeated. Okay, so this is the reason that the rotation is of this bond is restricted. Now there are some angles that is basically present in this peptide bond, and around these angles the rotation is basically occur. Okay, around this angle the rotation is basically occur, and this angle is basically studied by Sir G.N. Ramachandran. Okay, now just look at these angles. See, if I draw the structure of peptide bond, then you will find out that CONH C alpha C. So the angle between C alpha and C is psi angle. Okay. While the angle between C alpha and C is psi, while the angle between C alpha and NH is phi. Clear? So around this angle, that is C alpha C and C alpha NH, the rotation is permeable. Okay, the rotation is permeable. That is, if I write this C alpha C, that is psi angle, and C alpha NH, that is phi angle. Okay, so around this angle the rotation is permitted. Rotation is permitted. Rotation is permitted, and the rotation is occurred between minus 180 to plus 180. Clear? The minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree. So the rotation is occur between this angle, that is from minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree. And due to this rotation, the structure of protein is become flexible. The structure of protein is become flexible. Clear? So these are the angle where the rotation is permitted. Okay, so the rotation is permitted about C alpha N and C alpha C, and rotation about this bond are described as torsion. Okay, are described as torsion. Clear? So what is this torsion or dihedral angle? So the torsion or dihedral angle can be described as angle between two plane. Okay, so this is the torsional angle, or you can see this is a dihedral angle. Here, that is the, this is the dihedral angle. Okay, dihedral angle. Clear? So the angle between two plane, that is, this is plane A, this is plane B. So the angle between these two plane, this is angle, is known as dihedral angle. Okay, so rotation about bonds are described as torsion or dihedral angle or conformational angle. Okay, so till now we study that the rotation is possible along C alpha C and C alpha N, that is along the psi and phi angle between minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree. Okay, now what about the peptide bond, or what about that angle, that is CONH? So the rotation along the CONH, if you see the angle, that is C alpha C double bond O NH and C alpha. Okay, so if we look at this structure, so the angle between the CONH is the omega, and the rotation is not possible in this angle. Why the rotation is not possible is in this angle? The rotation is not permitted. Not permitted. Okay, the rotation is not permitted. Why? Because of the presence of, due to the presence of partial double bond character. So here you can see this partial double bond character. This is a double bond. It become O minus and it become NH plus. So this partial double bond character, and due to this partial double bond character, the rotation is not permitted along this omega angle. So the angle is known as omega. Okay, so here, so in omega, the rotation is not possible. Okay, clear? So the angle of rotation around the peptide bond omega has the value omega 180 degree or omega 0 degree. Okay, so here it has the value either omega 180 degree or omega 0 degree. Okay, so if you look at this structure, that is the angle, that is CONH, the angle is omega, as I discussed, and here the rotation is not possible. Rotation is not possible. Is not permitted. Why the rotation is not permitted? Due to the presence of partial double bond character. Clear? And due to this, it makes the structure of peptide rigid. It makes the structure of peptide rigid. Clear? And this omega has a value either 180 degree or 0 degree. Clear? So in 180 degree it basically form trans structure, while in 0 degree angle it basically form cis structure. The trans structure, it basically 99% cases favorable. Why the trans structure is favorable in case of 99%? Due to the less steric hindrance. As in case of trans structure, the angles are present in two different sides. I will show you the structure, then you will understand. While in case of cis, only 1% is favorable, that is it occur occasionally. Okay. Why it is not occur like that of trans structure? Due to the steric hindrance, as the sides are present on as the angles are present on the same side in case of cis. Okay, so due to steric hindrance, the cis structure is not permeable in maximum cases. Okay, so if you look at the trans structure and cis structure of this angle, just look at here. This is a trans structure, that is C alpha C NH C alpha. So here you can easily find out that this CO and this NH are present on two different sides, and due to this there is a chance of less steric hindrance, and due to this 99% cases favor this trans structure. Okay, while if you look at the structure of cis, then here just look at the structure of cis, then you will find out that the structure is look somewhat like this, that is C alpha C N H C alpha. So if you look at this structure, you will find out that the CO bond and this NH bond are present on the same side. So this is a cis structure, and due to this there is a chance of steric hindrance in this angle omega. Okay, and due to this structure is less favorable. Okay, I hope student you get my point. Now if I draw the structure C alpha C NH C alpha, this is C alpha C and C alpha, and this is H. So this is the trans structure. You can see there is a chance of less steric hindrance due to the present in two different sides. The angles are present on two different sides, so it is favorable in 99% cases. Okay, and this is a cis structure. Here you can see there is a chance of steric hindrance as the angles are present on the same side, and so this is favorable in only 1% cases. Okay, so this is the basically values that the omega can have. Okay, now so till now we study about the double bond character of the peptide bond, and we study about the angles that is present in the peptide bonds. Okay, now next. So in principle till now we study that is phi and psi angle. Till now we study that is phi and psi angle can have any value between minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree. Okay, we study till now this thing. So the phi and psi angle can have any value between minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree, as the rotation is possible around this angle. So we study till now this. Okay, but there is one interesting thing is that there are many values, that are present that are prohibited by steric interference, Clear? Between atoms, that is either present on the side chains that is R group, or the atoms that are present on the polypeptide backbone. Polypeptide backbone. Clear? Okay, so till now we studied that the angle between phi and psi, they easily allow to rotate. They can rotate between minus 180 degree to plus 180 degree, and they can have any values between minus 180 to plus 180. But Sir Ramachandran has studied that there are many values that are present, that are prohibited by steric interference, and this steric interference is occur either due to the side chains of the amino acid or either due to the polypeptide backbone. Okay, so Sir Ramachandran do what? Sir Ramachandran basically studied the permitted values. Sir Ramachandran studied the permitted values for phi and psi angle. So Sir Ramachandran studied that which values are basically permitted, on which values there should be no steric hindrance. So the values that are permitted or there will be no steric hindrance was studied by Sir Ramachandran between phi and psi angle, and this permitted phi and psi values are basically plot by Ramachandran on a 2D map, and that 2D map is known as Ramachandran plot. That 2D map is known as Ramachandran plot. So basically GN Ramachandran basically study the permitted values of the phi and psi angle, that which values are permitted, because there are many values that can cause steric interference between the atoms, that is due to the amino acid side chains or due to some polypeptide backbone. So Sir Ramachandran studied the permitted values for phi and psi angle, and he plot that values on a 2D map, and that 2D map is known as Ramachandran plot. Okay, now just look at this map of the Ramachandran plot. So this is the map of the Ramachandran plot. Okay, so the map is plot between the phi and the psi angle, and that is from plus 180 to minus 180 to minus 180 to plus 180. So this white region is basically the disallowed region. Here the steric interferences takes place. Here only one amino acid that can be plotted easily, and that amino acid known as glycine. In this white, the glycine can easily plot because glycine does not have any big side chain. Okay, now this light blue this light blue is basically somewhat permeable, okay, but not fully permeable. And this dark blue that I basically mark on black, this dark blue is fully permeable. Okay, here no steric hindrance is basically seen. Okay, this basically plot basically studied on L-alanine. Okay, so now just look at this. So if you look at this map, then here you can find that this is the left-handed alpha helix. So if you look at this plot, this is the left-handed alpha helix, and here you can find out that this angle is also contain plus, and from here the phi angle is also plus. So in case of left-handed alpha helix, both the phi and the psi value. Okay, so here this is the left-handed alpha helix, L alpha H. Okay, so in case of left-handed alpha helix, both the phi and psi angle will be plus. Okay, that is phi angle is, just note down the angle, that is phi angle is plus 57, while the psi angle is plus 47. So this is the value of left-handed alpha helix. Clear? Please note it down. In case of right-handed alpha helix, this is the right-handed alpha helix. This is the right-handed alpha helix. R alpha helix. So okay, so right-handed alpha helix can be two type. One is 3.613 alpha helix, and one is 310 alpha helix. Okay, so in case of 3.613 alpha helix, the phi angle is minus 57, while psi angle is minus 47. Please note it down. Here both the angle will be in minus. While in case of 310 helix, the phi angle will be minus 49, while the psi angle will be minus 26. Clear? So this is the values of the right-handed alpha helix. So till now we studied the values of left-handed and right-handed alpha helix. In case of left-handed alpha helix, both the values will be in positive, okay, and it will be plotted in this you can see fourth quadrant, that is both the values will be positive, and the phi angle will be plus 57 while the psi is plus 47. While in case of right-handed alpha helix, both the value will be negative. Okay, and right-handed alpha helix can be two type. One is 3.613 helix and one is 310 helix. In case of 3.613 helix, the phi and psi angle is minus 57 and minus 47. While in case of 310 helix, the phi and psi angle value will be minus 49 and minus 26. Now just look at the beta sheet. So there will be two values of beta sheet. One will be value for anti-parallel beta sheet and one will be parallel beta sheet. Now just look at this. These are the anti-parallel beta sheet. Here this is a point and this is the parallel beta sheet point. Okay, so from here you can conclude that both the parallel and anti-parallel beta sheet have phi value in minus and psi value in plus. Okay, so in case of anti-parallel beta sheet, just note it down, the phi value will be minus 139 while psi value will be plus 135. So in case of beta sheet anti-parallel, phi value will be negative while psi value will be positive. While in case of parallel beta sheet, that is P beta sheet, the phi value will again in negative, that is minus 119, while psi value in again positive, that is plus 113. Okay, so in case of beta sheet, either anti-parallel or parallel beta sheet, phi value will be negative. Okay, phi value will be negative, as this is the value. Phi value will be negative while psi value will be in positive here. Okay, so in case of anti-parallel beta sheet, phi value is minus 139 while psi value is plus 135. While in case of parallel beta sheet, phi value will be minus 119 while psi value is plus 113. So this is the case of beta sheet. While the last that is given is collagen. Here you can see the collagen triple helix structure. This is the point. So from here you can also conclude that the structure of collagen, that is also this. If this is a collagen, if this is a collagen, then from here you can see that collagen also have a phi value in negative, that is minus 51, while psi value in positive, that is plus 153. So collagen, so this is collagen. Okay, this is collagen. So this is collagen. So collagen have phi value minus 51 while psi value plus 153. So basically this is the plot, or you can say this is the permeated values that can be easily plotted in between phi and psi angle, and this plot was given by Sir G.N. Ramachandran, and he plot these permeated values, okay, between minus 180 to plus 180. So please students, note down all these things that I teach here, note down all these values. These are very important from examination point of view. So students, I hope that you understand the Ramachandran plot. So please note down all the things that I teach here. Please watch other lectures of biochemistry. Okay, so from next video we will start structures of protein. So basically we are here to teach you for CSI NET, GATE, DBT, ICMR, and we uploaded all the videos in free, and very soon we will going to start live classes where we teach for CSI NET June 2021. Okay, so students, see you on our next video. Please share, please subscribe if you like the video. Till then, thank you.